So welcome to BankerWings. So as we know that today the Bank of Baroda has released exam date for the Bank of Baroda Retail Liability Sales Officer Scale 2. So exam is on next Sunday, that is on 23rd of this month. Okay. So here in this video I am going to cover most important MCQs that are that may be asked in the upcoming exams, that are important for the upcoming exams. So before starting the video, one thing I want to make it clear. See, this exam is for retail liabilities. Retail liabilities means deposit products. Okay. So hence, so the chances of questions from the credit section and NPA section are very less. Hence, I have not covered the questions from that area. That here I have not covered any questions from credit and NPA. Okay, NPA and IRAC norms, because see here the exam is for retail liabilities, so we expect most of the questions will be from this topic only. Okay, so and before this I have also released one more video, that is part 1. So you please watch that video also. In that video also I have covered more than 70 questions, and in this we are going to cover more than 80 questions that are very important for the exam, which will help you to clear the cutoff. Okay, so without wasting any time, so let us move on to the first question. So first question, what is the overdraft facility limit available to eligible PMJDY account holders after satisfactory operation of the account for 6 months? So what is PMJDY? What is PMJDY? Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Okay, and in which year it was launched? It was launched in the year 2014. And what is the tagline? What is the tagline? Mera Khata Bhagya Vidhata. Okay, this is the tagline. And why this was opened? This was opened to to improve the financial inclusion of our country. So with this it has allowed to open zero balance account for the people, those who do not had any accounts at that point of time. Okay, now, so what was the OD limit if the account holder operates it for 6 months? What is the OD limit? It is up to 10,000. So option number B is the right answer. Next question, what is the upper age limit for availing the overdraft facility under PMJDY? Here he is asking what is the upper age limit in order to avail the overdraft facility under PMJDY. What is the upper age limit? It is 65 years. Okay, 65 years. In case if the overdraft is given by the bank and this overdraft amount of 10,000 is covered under which guarantee scheme, which credit guarantee scheme? It is CGFMU. Okay, credit guarantee fund for micro units. And can you name some of the properties, some of the features of PMJDY? PMJDY, it offers free accounts, which means zero balance accounts. Only Aadhaar is required. Okay, only Aadhaar card is required, and Rupee card is given, and it comes with 2 lakh of inbuilt insurance, life insurance, and they can maintain zero balance. Okay, so no charges will be applicable on these accounts. Okay, so these are the some of the features of PMJDY, that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Next question, PMJDY scheme was extended beyond its initial phase with focus on. See, initially what was the focus of the PMJDY? It was focusing at least one account for one household. Okay, one account for one household. Okay, that was the initial focus, and after that it has changed to every unbanked adult, which means every adult who doesn't have the account are covered after that. Okay, initially one account for one household was the target, and after that it was changed to every unbanked adult. So option number A is the right answer. Next question, what is the annual premium under PMJJBY? What is the annual premium under PMJJBY? it is 436. So what is PMJJY? What is the full form? Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bhima Yojana. Okay, and what kind of insurance it is? It is life insurance. Okay, if a person dies, what is the sum assured? 2 lakh rupees. Okay, so what is the premium? It is 436 rupees per annum. And what is the basic document required? It is Aadhaar card. Okay, and it is auto debited from your SB account. Okay, so it is a term plan. Okay, this is all about PMJJBY. Can you tell me when in which year PMJJBY was launched? It was launched in the year 2015 May 9th. Okay, it was launched from Kolkata. Okay, see, PMJJBY, PMSBY and APY, all these schemes were launched in the year 2015. Okay, recently they have completed 10 years, hence these schemes become important for your examination. Next question. The PMJJY was officially launched on, I have told you in the previous slide, it is in which year it was launched? It was launched in the year May 2015. And what is the date? 9th May 2015. It was launched from Kolkata. Okay, who has launched it? Modi. Under which ministry PMJJY comes? It comes under Ministry of Finance. Next question. And what is the age limit to enroll? See, age limit to enroll under PMJJY is 18 years to 15 years for the enrollment. Okay, and the claim will come up to what age? 18 years to 55 years. So up to 18 to 55 years you can claim the death insurance. I mean you can claim the amount. I mean, if the person dies at the age of 55 also, you can claim the insurance. Next question. Insurance cover under PMJJY shall not be available for death other than due to the accident occurring during the first dash days from the date of enrollment into the scheme. So here simply asking what is the lenient period for PMJJDY. So what is the lenient period? It is 30 days. Option A, 30 days. Okay, in the first 30 days, if something if the person dies other than the accident, then claim will not be given. Next question. Who would be the master policy holder for the scheme? Here in the scheme means PMJJBY. Okay, so who would be the master policy holder for PMJJBY scheme? So who would be the master policy holder? It will be bank or post office. So option number C is your right answer. Next question. What happens when an individual subscriber to PMJJBY from Okay, what happens when an individual subscriber to PMJJBY from more than one account? So here question is, if there is a person, he subscribes from more than one account. So he subscribes in SBI account also, he also subscribes in Canara Bank account also. So what will happen? So what will happen? Your options are, first option, your options are, for option A, he will be covered in all the accounts. No. He will not be covered in any of the accounts. No. He will be covered in only first account and premium debited in another accounts will be returned. No. He will be covered in only first account and premium debited in other accounts will be fortified. That is the right answer. So what does that mean? Suppose if you enroll in SBI SB savings bank account with SBI, so here you will be getting the coverage of insurance. So again you go and enroll in a Canara Bank, the amount will be debited but it will not be returned back to you. Okay, it will be fortified by the insurance company. So here right answer is option number D is the right answer. Next question. In case claim arises from an NRI account covered under PMJJBY, claim will be paid in. So see, first of all, PMJJBY and PMSBY. Can NRIs can opt for these schemes? Yes. Okay. Answer is yes. NRIs can opt for these schemes. So claim will be paid in Indian currency only. Okay. So in case if they die, the claim will be paid in Indian currency only. See, this is an important question. This question has been asked in many of the exams. Okay. Next question. What is the primary objective of PMSBY? What is PMSBY? Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bhima Yojana. Okay. See, in the exam, if you are getting confused with PMJJBY and PMSBY, here is the clue. Here S means Suraksha. Suraksha means accident. Okay. Remember this, accident. Okay. So Suraksha means accident. So if your PMSBY applicable only in case of accidental death, whereas PMJJY is applicable for all kinds of death. Okay. What is the premium under PMSBY? It is just 20 rupees, and here it is 436 rupees. Okay. Remember this. Okay. If you are getting confused, yes means Suraksha. Suraksha means accident. Remember this keyword. Next. Now coming back to the options. What is the primary objective of PMSBY scheme? To provide housing to the housing for all? No. To offer universal pension scheme? No. To provide accidental death and disability insurance cover. So this is the right answer. So option number C is the right answer. Next question. What is the eligible age group for enrolling PMSBY scheme? So what is the age limit for Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana? It is 18 to 70 years. Option number C. Remember, for PMJJBY, enrollment age is for 18 to 50, and PMSBY, it is 18 to 70 years. Next question. What is the sum assured for total and irrecoverable loss of both eyes and loss of both hands or feet under PMSBY? Suppose there is a person, let us say there is a person A, he met with an accident. Okay, he met with an accident and he lost both his legs. Okay, both his legs. Okay, what is the amount that he is going to get? So when both hands or both eyes or both legs are lost, he will be paid 2 lakh rupees. Okay, under PMSBY scheme, if death happens, 2 lakh rupees is given, or both eyes, legs or hands. Okay, here or okay, or either both eyes or both legs or both hands are gone, then again, and then also he will be paid 2 lakh rupees. And here the question comes, what about partial disability? So what do you mean by partial disability? Partial disability means losing one eye or one hand or one leg. In this case, here also we can claim the amount, insurance amount, and here what is the claim amount? It is 1 lakh rupees only. Okay, in case of partial disability, the claim amount under PMSBY is 1 lakh. In case of total disability, it is 2 lakh, and in case of death, again it is 2 lakh rupees only. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Which ministry is primarily responsible for Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana? Which ministry? Very easy question. Ministry of Finance. So option number D is your right answer. Next question. Which of the following is an exclusion? Remember, exclusion under PMSBY. So which of the following is not covered under Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana? Death due to road accident covered. Death due to fall from a tree covered, because again it is considered as an accident. Death due to suicide, death due to drowning, death due to murder. See here, death due to suicide is the right answer. Remember, this is also very very important question. This has been asked in many pre-promotion exams and in many of the lateral entry exams. So here option number C is the right answer. Death due to suicide is not covered. Next question. What is the minimum and maximum entry age for subscribing to APY scheme? So very easy. We all know what is the minimum and maximum age. It is 18 to 40 years. Next question. At what age does the subscriber start receiving the pension under APY scheme? At what age? After 55, 58, 60, 62, 65. So right answer is after 60 years. Okay. Next question. What happens if the subscriber dies before attaining the age of 60? Okay, suppose there is a person who has subscribed to APY and he has died before the age of 60. What will happen? Here wife will have two options. Either she can continue this APY scheme of her husband, or she can close. Okay, these are the two options. Okay, now let us check the options. What happens if the subscriber dies before attaining the age of 60? So option number A, the scheme terminates and no amount is paid. Wrong. Only the subscriber contribution is returned to the nominee. Wrong. Spouse has the option to continue contribution or receive the accumulated corpus. This is the right answer. The pension starts immediately for the nominee irrespective of the age. No. The government co-contribution is fortified, rest is paid. Wrong. Okay, so here option number D, C is the right answer. Okay, spouse has the option to continue the contribution. Next question. What happens after the death of both subscriber and their spouse? Okay, after subscriber had started receiving the pension. Okay, here what is the question is, suppose the person has subscribed to APY, okay, and he has reached the age of 60 years, and for some years, let us say for next 5 years he has received pension. Okay, and then he died. We know that once the person dies, the pension will be continued for his wife. Let us assume wife also received pension for another 5 years and then she died. Then what will happen after this? So here what will happen? Option number A, the pension wealth accumulated till the age of 60 will be returned to the nominee. Here if they have nominated their son as nominee as their nominee, then amount will be returned to that nominee. So option number A, the pension wealth accumulated till the age of 60 of the subscriber is returned to the nominee. Next question. Can an existing NPS subscriber also join APY? Okay, so the person is already having an NPS account. Can he subscribe to APY? Answer is yes, if they meet eligibility criteria of APY, which means they should be of between 18 to 40 years of age. Okay, even if they have NPS account, they can subscribe to APY. Okay, see, if you like our videos, please don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video with your friends who are also appearing for the Bank of Baroda examination. Okay, so if you subscribe to our channel, so I will be motivated to come up with many more good questions. Okay, and I will also be providing the PDF in the description. Okay, don't worry. Next question. What is the main purpose of KYC policy? What is the main purpose of the KYC policy? Option number A, to reduce the number of customer accounts. No. To ensure higher interest earning for the bank. No. To prevent banks from offering digital services. See here, the word is to prevent banks from offering digital services. No. To prevent misuse of banking system for money laundering and terrorist financing. This seems right. And the next option is to discourage opening new accounts. No. So what is the right answer? Option number D. The main purpose of KYC policy is to stop the misuse of banking system for money laundering and terrorist financing. Next question. Which type of risk does the KYC policy aim to mitigate? So what is the main risk that KYC tries to mitigate? Option number A, insurance risk. Option number B, technological risk. Option number D, marketing risk. Option number E, sales risk. Option number C, reputation and compliance risk. See, if you look at the options very closely, none of these are actual risk faced by the banks. So only risk that is correct is reputation and compliance risk, because these are all not the sales. Say there is no such risk called sales risk. Okay, of course there is a marketing risk, but it is not of that much importance. So here right answer will be your option number C, reputation and compliance risk the KYC policy tries to mitigate. Next question. What does the term AML stands for in terms of KYC policy? So this is also important question. This has been asked in various exams. Okay, what do you mean by AML? Anti money laundering. Okay, option number B, anti money laundering is the right answer. Next question. The KYC policy is aligned with directions from which act? Okay, the KYC policy is designed as per the which act? Okay, so it is PML Act of 2002. PML Act means Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. As per this act, KYC policies are formulated. Okay, next question. Which of the following is not included in Aadhaar biometric data as per KYC policy? Remember word, which of the following is not included in Aadhaar biometric data as per KYC policy? 10 fingerprints, iris scan, facial photograph, retinal scan and none of the above. Here it is asking which of the following is not included. So here your right option is your retinal scan. Retinal scan is not included as per KYC policy. Next question. What is the full form of CDD in the context of KYC norms? So what is CDD? Customer due diligence. So your option number C is the right answer. So CDD means customer due diligence. Next question. For low risk customer, KYC update interval is. See, this is also again very important from the KYC topic. Here low risk customers KYC updation is done for every 10 years, and for medium risk customers it is done for every 8 years, and for high risk customers KYC updation is done for every 2 years. Remember this. So it question can be asked for low risk, medium risk or high risk. So here right answer is or option number D, 10 years. Okay, next question. Which of the following is not typically categorized as the high risk customers? Okay, so here we have high risk customers. Here only one of them is not a high risk customer. Who is that? Politically exposed person. See, we know that what is PEP, what is the full form of PEP in terms of KYC? It is politically exposed person. So he is an high risk customer. Okay, NGOs and charitable trust, always high risk. Okay, always high risk. Sole salaried employed with verified income. Remember, sole salaried employed, he is not an high risk, he is an low risk customer. Okay, and government employees are also low risk customers. Bullion dealer, again high risk. Okay, and foreign national with non face to face onboarding, again high risk. So here right answer will be option number C, sole salaried employee with verified income. Next question. A high net worth individual is defined as one having term deposit exceeding. So who is called an HNI? High net worth individual who is having term deposit of more than 50 lakhs. So option number C is the right answer. Next question. What is the frequency? How frequently must branches review the customer's risk categorization? So what is the frequency? Monthly, annually, semi-annually, once in 3 years, or only at the account opening? So what is the right answer? Right answer is banks must review Customer risk categorization semi-annually. They must review for every 6 months. Next question. What is the minimum threshold amount for a transaction or a series of linked transaction that mandates a customer identification for a walk-in customer? Okay, so who is a walk-in customer? Walk-in customer is a person who does not have an account with the bank. Okay, does not have an account with the bank. So when you should take the KYC for the walk-in customer? When a single transaction or a series of transaction exceed more than 50,000. So here option number C is the right answer. Next question. Which body is designated as a CKYC records registry? Important question, almost asked in each and most of the exams. It is a very common question in many of the exams. So which body is designated as CKYC record registry? CERSAI. Okay, CERSAI. And please study the full form of CERSAI. Okay, what is the full form of CERSAI? Central Registry for Securitization of Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest. So maybe please double check the full form. Okay, so CERSAI is established under which act? Under SERFICE Act of 2002. And SERFICE is established by whom? It is established by central government. Okay, so remember these facts. So very important question. So which body is designated CKYC record registry? It is CERSAI. Next question. STR stands for. So what is STR? Or option number A is suspicious transaction record, suspected tax return, suspicious transaction report, suspense transaction record, system transaction report. So what is the right answer? STR means suspicious transaction report. See here, S means suspicious. Okay, suspicious. T means transaction, and R means it is report. Okay, remember this, it is not record, it is report. Okay, suspicious transaction report. Next question. STR should be submitted to FIU IND within how many days of detection of the suspicion? So here, within how many days it must be submitted to FIU IND? It should be submitted within 30 calendar days. So here, what is FIU IND? Financial Intelligence Unit India. Okay, FIU IND means Financial Intelligence Unit India. So and STR should be submitted to it within 30 calendar days. Next question. NBFCs can accept deposit for minimum of dash months and maximum of dash months. Okay, so here deposit, I mean it is not demand deposit. Okay, please remember it is not demand deposit. Okay, because NBFCs cannot accept demand deposits. Here they are only term deposits. Okay, here NBFC accept deposit means terms deposits for a minimum of dash months and maximum of dash months. So here option number B, minimum of 12 months and maximum of 60 months only they can accept. Next question. What does PMLA stand for? What does PMLA? Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Okay, option number B. Option number B. Option number B. Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Money Laundering Act. Okay. So for full form is important. It was asked in the recent SBI CBO exam. Next question. Which of the following is not considered as an OVD? OVD means officially valid document. Important question again. Very important question. Okay, which of the following is not considered as an officially valid document? DL, it is considered. Ration card, no. Aadhaar card, yes. Passport, yes. Voter ID, yes. Which of the following are not OVDs? See here, ration card and PAN card are not considered as an OVDs. Okay, officially valid documents. So here option is option number B, ration card. Next question. Which of the following accounts earns interest but has limited withdrawal facility? See, look at the question carefully. Which of the following accounts earns the interest but it has a limited withdrawal facility? Current account. Here, first of all, current account does not earn the interest, so this answer becomes wrong. Fixed deposit, it earns the interest, so here no withdrawal facility is available because it is a term deposit. Once you close it, it's gone. SB account, it may be the answer because it also earns interest, but here you cannot make unlimited withdrawals. So option number C is the answer. And how about recurring deposit? Same. In a recurring deposit also, here it is fixed for a certain period of time, so here multiple withdrawals are not allowed. And loan account, again, see, loan account, it depends kind of account. So loan account, again, this option does not belong because here loan account does not earn the interest. Here customer has to pay the interest. Okay, customer has to pay the interest, it does not earn the interest from the bank. The customer has to pay the interest to the bank, hence it is also wrong answer. So right answer is option number C, savings bank account. Next question. Which of the following accounts is suitable for non-resident Indians to deposit income earned in India? So look at the questions carefully. Which of the following account is suitable for an NRI to deposit income earned in India? Okay, suppose there is a person A, he stays in US, but he is also earning some income, some sort of income from India also. Okay, maybe he is earning some rental income from in India. Okay, so which type of account this person has to maintain? So option number B, he has to maintain NRO account. The NRO account is very much suitable for an NRI who earns income in India. Next question. Which of the following is a false about RTGS? Okay, here we have to find out the false. Minimum amount that can be transferred through RTGS is 2 lakh, right? Transactions are processed and settled as soon as they received with no delay, right? Because here RTGS always happens on real time. Each transaction is settled individually, not in a net batch, which has counterparty risk. See here, this is the wrong answer because in RTGS there is no counterparty risk. Okay, because the settlement is done on real time basis, hence there is no counterparty risk. Okay, option number C is the wrong one. And what about D? System is available all days of the year including weekends and holidays, right answer. So here option number C is the wrong one. Okay, so there is no counterparty risk involved in RTGS. What is the full form of RTGS? Real time. What is the full form of RTGS? Real time gross settlement. What is the minimum amount? It is 2 lakh. Okay, 2 lakh is the minimum amount. Next question. At present, Beam app is available in how many languages? So what is Beam app? What is the full form of Beam? Bharat Interface for Money. Okay, and it is available in 20 languages. Okay, in which year Beam app was launched? It was launched in the year 2016. And who manages Beam app? It is managed by NPCI. So here how many languages it is available? Option number D, 20 languages is the right answer. Next question. The maximum amount you can transfer through IMPS is dash lakh per transaction and per day as set by NPCI and RBI guidelines. So what is the maximum amount you can transfer through IMPS? It is 5 lakh. Okay, what is IMPS? What is IMPS full form? Immediate payment system. Okay, so as per this, maximum 5 lakh can be transferred. Next question. Which of the following is not a product of NPCI? So AEPS, What is AAPS? Aadhaar Enabled Payment System. It is managed by NPCI. BBPS. What is BBPS? Bharat Bill Payment System. It is also managed by NPCI. Check Truncation System. It is also managed by NPCI. IMPS Immediate Payment System. It is also managed by NPCI. And Retail Direct. It is the wrong answer because Retail Direct is managed by Reserve Bank of India. Next question. Dash is a one-stop ecosystem for payment of all the bills, providing an interoperable, accessible, anytime, anywhere bill payment service to all the customers across India with certainty, reliability, and safety. See here, the only keyword is bills, bill payment service. Dash is a one-stop ecosystem for a payment of all the bills, providing an interoperable and accessible anytime anywhere bill payment service. Bill payment service, okay, to all the customers across India with certainty, reliability, and safety. So, which is that? IMPS, it is not a bill payment system. BEAM, it is not a bill payment system. RTGS, it is not a bill payment system. BBPS, okay, what is BBPS? Bharat Bill Payment System, okay. BBPS is the right answer. Next, again, it is not a bill payment system, it is a fund transfer system, okay. All the other than BBPS, all other options are fund transfer systems. Only BBPS is bill payment system. Hence, option number D is your right answer. Next question. What is JLG? What is JLG? Joint Loan Group, Joint Learning Group, Joint Lending Group, Joint Liability Group. Okay, so option number D is right answer. Okay, what is JLG? Joint Liability Group. So option number D is the right answer. Joint Liability Group. Okay, and what is SSG? Self Help Group. And how many people are required to form an SSG? What is the minimum number? It is 10 people are required. Okay, next question. So read the question. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Please read the question. So I hope you have read the question. So I'll read for you. UPI is a real-time interbank payment system for sending and receiving money. It is integrated with more than 358 banks in India. Consumers can participate in P2P transfer as long as they have both an account in one of the registered banks. To initiate fund transfer, user has to use any UPI supporting Android or iOS app, link their bank accounts and generate BHIM UPI PIN. Which of the following are the methods through which money can be transferred through UPI? Simply, if you read this line also, you can answer this question. Which of the following are the methods through which money can be transferred through UPI? VPA, that is virtual payment address, yes. Account number and IFSC, yes. QR code, yes. Mobile number, yes. Okay, so here option is all of the above. So one more option is left, that is you can also transfer the money through Aadhaar also. Okay, you can transfer the money using your Aadhaar number also. So here option right answer is all of the above. Next question. Which of the following is one-stop solution to facilitate investment in government securities by individual investors? See, read the question carefully. One-stop solution to facilitate investment in government securities. Okay, government securities by individual investors. So there is a one app or there is a one scheme. What is the name of that scheme? Retail direct scheme, demat account, NPS scheme, APS scheme. So right answer is retail direct scheme. Under retail direct scheme, one can invest in government securities. So retail direct scheme is managed by Reserve Bank of India. So next question. Dash means a shortcoming or an inadequacy in any financial service or any such other services related thereto, which the RE is required to provide statutory or otherwise, which may or may not result in financial loss or damage to the customer as per Reserve Bank of India Ombudsman Scheme of 2021. See here, RBIO means Reserve Bank of India Ombudsman Scheme of 2021. So what is the answer? You once again read the question and try to answer. So here option your right answer is option number C, deficiency in service. So when a customer go to an ombudsman, RBI ombudsman, when a regulated entity may be a bank, it may be a NBFC or any other body which is registered with RBI, okay, and it fails to serve the customer, and when there is a deficiency in the service of the regulated entity, then the customer can approach whom the customer can approach, he can approach ombudsman. So here what is the right answer? Right answer is your option number C, that is deficiency in service. So here whatever it is given, it is the definition of deficiency in service as per Reserve Bank of India Ombudsman Scheme of 2021. Next question. Once a complaint is made by the customer to the regulated entity, it should reply within dash dash. Okay, so there is a customer, he is dissatisfied with the bank, so he makes a complaint to the bank, and bank should reply to him within how many days? It has to reply within 30 days. And if the customer is not satisfied with the reply, he can approach the Reserve Bank of India Ombudsman within how many years? He has to approach the RBI Ombudsman scheme within 1 year. So here option number D, within 30 days bank has to reply, and after receiving that reply he has to approach, in case if he is not satisfied, he has to approach the RBI Ombudsman scheme within 1 year. So option number D is the right answer. Next question. LEI is mandatory for all the transaction above dash crores for non-individual transactions. First of all, what is LEI? Legal entity identifier. Okay, and it will have how many digits? It will have 20 alpha numeric digits. Okay, and it is mandatory for all non-individual transactions more than 50 crores. So here option number E is your right answer. Next question. IFSC, what is the full form of IFSC? Indian Financial System Code is an alphanumeric code that uniquely identifies a bank branch participating in the NEFT system. It has how many digits? Simple question. How many digits are there in IFSC? Everybody knows it is 11 digits. Option number B is the right answer. Okay. Next question. What are the types of cards available in banks? See here, the question looks silly. Okay, question looks silly, but please look at the answers. So what are the types of cards available in banks? Debit card, credit card, prepaid card, only A and B, all ABC. So can anyone answer this question? So here answer is option number E, all A, B, C. Okay, so here this. So in bank all A, B, C, that is debit card, credit card and prepaid cards are available. So option number E is the correct answer. Next question. Dash is a transaction. Dash is a transaction that is carried out through physical presence of a card at the point of transaction. It is also known as face-to-face or proximity payment transaction. An example is a transaction carried out at an ATM or a point of point of service terminal. So what does that term mean? So it is a definition of one of the following options. So what does comes in fill in the blanks. Dash is a transaction that is carried out through physical presence of a card at the point of transaction. It is also known as face-to-face or proximity payment transaction. An example of such a transaction is carried out through an ATM or POS terminal. So what is the right answer? CP, that is card present, CNP, card not present, card available, none of the above, or both A and D. It is not E, A and A and C. A and C. So what is the right answer here? Right answer is option number A, that is card present. Okay. CP, card present, is a transaction that is carried out through a physical presence of a card. Okay. So CP is the right answer. Next question. A card holder can withdraw cash up to dash per transaction within an overall monthly limit of dash at, it is not under, at POS terminals. Okay, what is POS terminal means? Point of sale terminal. What is the maximum limit per day? Maximum limit per day is 2000 rupees, and monthly limit, it is 10,000 rupees. So which is the right answer? Option number B is the right answer. Next question. What is the full form of PPI? What is PPI? Full form of PPI is prepaid instrument. Okay. Prepaid instrument. PPI means prepaid instrument. Next question. So right answer is option number A is the correct answer. Next question. Dash is an electronic platform for facilitating the financing. Dash is an electronic platform for facilitating the financing or discounting of trade receivables of micro, small, and medium enterprises through multiple financiers. These receivables can be due from corporates or other buyers, including government departments or public sector undertakings. So here, trade receivables, this is the keyword here. Okay, Dash is an electronic platform for trade receivables of MSME. So which is that? It is Trades platform. What is Trades? Trade receivables and discounting platform. It is used for discounting of bills for MSME. Okay, trade receivables and discounting platform, and it is used for discounting of bills for MSME. Next question. So what is the right answer? Answer option number B, trades is the right answer. It is a definition of trades. So next question. Which of the following is mandatory? Which is mandatory to open a small account? See here, open a small account. What is a small account? Small account which does not need any KYC. So Aadhaar card, PAN card, self-attested photograph, voter ID, and ration card. So which of the following is mandatory while opening a small account? It is self-attested photograph. So option number C is the right answer. Next question. What is VCIP as per KYC norms? Here, what is the full form of VCIP? What is VCIP? V means video, C means customer, I means identification, P means policy. Okay. So V means video customer identification policy. What is the right answer? Option number B is the right answer. Video based customer identification policy. Next question. What is the maximum age to join NPS? What is the maximum age? It is 70 years and minimum 18 years. What is NPS? National Pension scheme. Okay, in which year it was introduced? 2004. Which body regulates NPS? PFRDA. What is PFRDA? Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Where is its headquarters? New Delhi. Okay, so NPS minimum is 18, maximum is 70 years. Next question. Which of the following is false about SSY? What is SSY? Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. So option number A. See here, we have to identify the incorrect statement, that is false statement. One account per girl child with a limit of 2 accounts per family except for twins. It is right. Okay, under Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana we can open only one account per child and maximum 2 accounts per family. This statement is correct. Age of a girl should be less than 10 years at the time of account opening. Correct. 10% of the account balance can be withdrawn for the girl's higher education after she turns 18 or completes 10th grade. Correct. Minimum amount per year is 250 rupees and maximum amount is 1 lakh can be deposited in a financial year. See here, minimum amount 250 rupees is correct, but maximum amount is not 1 lakh, it is 1.5 lakh in a financial year per account. Okay, per account, hence this statement becomes wrong. And tenure of deposit is 15 years from that account opening date. Correct. So which is the wrong option here? Option number D. Next question. Which of the following scheme has been launched by the Government of India for the socio-economic upliftment of traditional artists and craftsmen? See here, the keyword is traditional artists and craftsmen. Which scheme? It is PM Vishwakarma. So traditional artists and craftsmen are covered under PM Vishwakarma scheme, and this scheme was launched in the year 2023 September 17th. Why September 17th? It is Vishwakarma Day. This is also our Prime Minister Narendra Modi birthday. Okay, and here what is the maximum loan limit? 3 lakh rupees in 2 tranches. 1 lakh rupees in first tranche and 2 lakh in the second tranche. And okay, and here the basic training is given for basic training under PM Vishwakarma scheme. Basic training of 5 days is given and advanced training of 15 days is given. And what is the toolkit incentive? See, these are all important questions. Okay, toolkit incentive is 15,000 rupees. Okay, 15,000 rupees. And what is the rate of interest charged? It is 5%. Okay, and under PM Vishwakarma scheme, how many trades are targeted? 18 trades are targeted. And which ministry implements it? It is implemented by Ministry of MSME. Okay, I hope you are clear with the scheme. So which of the following scheme has been launched by Government of India for socio-economic upliftment of traditional artists and craftsmen? It is PM Vishwakarma scheme. Next question. Which of the following scheme has been launched by the Government of India for women, SC, ST and women entrepreneurs? See here, whenever you see this word women, SC, ST entrepreneurs, it is Stand Up India scheme. Okay, Stand Up India scheme. In which year it was launched? It was launched in the year 2016. Which ministry? Ministry of Finance. Okay, what is the minimum loan amount? 10 lakh and maximum loan amount 1 CR. Okay, this loan is given only for greenfield projects. Next question. Which of the following is a credit linked subsidy scheme which supports only new units in rural and urban areas? So which scheme? PMAY, PMEGP, Stand Up India, Startup India and PM Vishwakarma. Which is the right answer? So PMEGP is the right answer. Next question. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana was launched in. In which year Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana was launched? It was launched in the year 2015. Recently it has completed 10 years of operation. Okay, under Mudra, how many categories are there? 4 categories: Shishu, Kishore, Tarun, and Tarun Plus. Okay, so up to 50,000 under Shishu, 50,000 to 5 lakh under Kishore, 5 lakh to 10 lakhs under Tarun, and under Tarun Plus 10 lakh to 20 lakh. Okay. Next question. Which of the following scheme has been launched to support the street vendors in urban areas? Which scheme? It is PM Swanidhi scheme. PM Swanidhi scheme has been launched to support the street vendors during Corona. What is PM Swanidhi full form? PM Swanidhi. What is Swanidhi? Pradhan Mantri Street Vendor Atma Nirbhar Nidhi. What is the year of launch? 2020. Okay. What is the minimum amount? 15,000. In the first installment loan is given. Second installment loan is 25,000, and third installment loan is 50,000. Okay. So one basic document is required, that is identity card issued by urban local body, without which you cannot sanction the loan under PM Swanidhi. What of the rate of interest charged? It is 7%. Next question. Which of the following is the first stage in the money laundering process? Okay. Which is the first stage? It is placement. Okay. In money laundering, first placement, after that layering, after that integration. There are 3 layers of money laundering. They are placement, layering, and integration. So okay, how can you remember layers of money laundering? You can remember it as PLI, that is placement, layering, after that integration. Okay, PLI. First stage is placement, second layering, third is integration. Next question. Which agency is the nodal authority for anti-money laundering in India? Which is the nodal agency? It is ED, that is Enforcement Directorate. Next question. What is the punishment under PMLA for committing money laundering in India? What is the punishment for Prevention of Money Laundering Act? It is imprisonment up to 7 years or fine, or both. Okay. Next question. See, from here we are going to cover some of the marketing and sales related questions. Okay, because the post is for retail liabilities sales. And next question, in marketing mix, place primarily refers to it is distribution channels. So option number B is the right answer. Product features, no. Here place means channel through which the items are distributed. Advertisement strategy, no. Pricing decisions, wrong. Market segmentation is also wrong. So distribution channels is the right answer. Next question. Concept of 4P marking was introduced by. Okay, who introduced 4 P's of marketing? It was introduced by Jerome McClarty. Okay, Jerome McClarty introduced it. So option number C is the right answer. Next question. The process of dividing a market into distinct group of buyers is called. So here you are going to divide the buyers into distinct groups, and it is called option number C, segmenting. So when you divide the customers based on their needs, what is that process is called? That process is called segmenting. Next question. Conversion ratio in sales refers to. What do you mean by conversion ratio? Here, when you convert the number of prospects into customers, okay, actual prospects into sales, okay, that is called conversion ratio. So option number B is the right answer. Next question. A company's USP means. What is USP? USP full form unique sales policy, no. Universal selling proposition, no. Unique selling proposition. So USP means unique selling proposition. That is the right answer. So unit sales progress, no. So unified service program, no. So here right answer is option number C is the right answer. Next question. The stage in a product life cycle where sales peak is. So what is the question? In a product life cycle, when sales go to their highest, or when the sales are at their peak, that stage we call as maturity. Okay, suppose the sales are going like this, and it reaches some peak level at some point, and this peak level we call it as a maturity. Okay, here this stage is called introduction. Okay, and this stage is called decline, and this stage is called growth. Okay, so when the product is at its peak during its product life cycle, we call it as a maturity. That point is called maturity. Next question. The type of advertising aimed at creating long term brand preference. So what is the that kind of uh, advertising is called? It is reminder advertising. In reminder advertising, we are going to create a long time impression on our prospective buyers. Next question. CRM in sales stands for. What is CRM in sales? It is CRM means customer relationship management. So option number B is the right answer. CRM in sales stands for customer relationship management. Next question. Cross selling. See, what do you mean by cross selling? Cross selling means selling products to new market. No. Selling additional related products to existing customer. Yes. Selling products at discounted rates. No. Selling products through multiple channels. No. Selling to competitors customers. No. So here cross selling means option number B. Simply in bank, what we will do, banks are mainly meant for taking deposits and lending. Okay, that is the primary function of bank. But other than this, banks nowadays are selling insurance products. So this is what we mean by cross selling. Okay, next question. A cold call refers to, what do you mean by cold call? A call without any prior contact. Simply we will be having some list, and we will be keep calling without knowing their, we will not be knowing their needs, we will not be knowing who they are, we will not be knowing what is their financial needs or what is their position. Simply we have a number, simply call, we are going to call them and pitch our idea. So that kind of call is called cold call. The pull strategy in manufacturing focuses on. What is pull strategy? Pull strategy means you are going to create a artificial demand, or you are going to create a demand to pull the products through their channels. Okay, option number C is the right answer. Next, market penetration pricing means. So what do you mean by market penetration pricing? Here in market penetration pricing, initial price will be kept very low in order to get an entry into the market. Okay, so when we keep the initial pricing low in order to get entry into the market, that is called market penetration pricing. So option number C is the right answer. Next question. The target market refers to. What do you mean by target market? The specific market that we choose to serve. So here option number C is the right answer. Next question. The activity of identifying potential customer. So what is the term used to identify our potential customers? That is called prospecting. So option number C is the right answer. Next question. When a company positions its product as better than its competitors, it uses, what is it uses? It uses comparative positioning, because it is going to compare with its competitors products. So that is called comparative positioning. Next question. The term brand equity refers to. So what do you mean by brand equity? It is the value added by the brand name. Okay, brand equity simply means When it brand adds value to the product, then it is called brand value, brand equity. Next question. Sales forecast is primarily based on. So on what is the basis on which sale forecast is done? So employee performance, your options are employee performance, predicted future sales, actual sales, market share of competitors, and company products. So here right answer is option number B. It is based on predicted future sales. So based on predicted future sales, we are going to do the sales forecast. Direct marketing includes. What is direct marketing? Telemarketing. Why? Here in telemarketing, where we will be, here this is the salesperson. We will be directly talking with prospective customer. Okay. Hence it is called direct marketing. Next, the primary objective of personal selling. Why we sell primarily to individual persons? What is the primary objective of personal selling? So option number, to reduce the price, no. Create profit directly, no. Build customer relationship. Okay, when you sell a product to customer individually, that person will feel good and that will build a trust. So in order to build the trust and establish a good customer relationship, the products are sold directly. So option number C is the right answer. Reduce advertising cost, maybe to some extent. Increase production, no. So here option C is the right answer. So thank you, that's all from our side. Thank you and wish you very all the best for your upcoming Bank of Baroda exam. I hope everybody will clear the exam. Okay, if you have any doubts, please call to this number that is visible on screen, or you can also write to if you have any queries, please comment below. Okay, and don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Okay, for more updates. So I wish you all the very best for all the best for your exam. Okay, do well, do well. Okay, and in case if you have any queries, please write below, please comment below, and if you have any doubts in the questions also, you can comment below, we will answer you. Okay, thank you so much.